If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button for more amazing content. Now, let's jump straight into the video. What's good, YouTube? And it's your girl Bofina1 bringing you guys yet another YouTube video. And today I want to talk about the recent news about Biden announcing big student loan forgiveness plan. You guys know this channel is never really that political. I really don't like talking about political things, but this is something that, affects a lot of people, including myself. And I just wanted to get on here and essentially rant or just kind of give my opinion, kind of run through quickly what it is that, essentially is going on. So essentially we all know that, the president and just in general, student loan has been a very big topic for quite some time. And so with that being said, this whole forgiveness and loans being in forbearance has been the talk for quite some time. And for those who don't know right now, student loans are in forbearance, meaning that you technically don't owe anything and you technically don't owe any interest, but you can still make payments, which would obviously be the smart thing to continue making payments. So the president got on today on TV and pretty much stated that borrowers who earn less than $125,000 a year or families earning less than $250,000 would be eligible for $10,000 loan forgiveness. So essentially, it's $20,000 if you went to college on Pell Grants, and then $10,000 if you didn't receive Pell Grants. And then, I gave the dollar amount. So if you're one person, a single person, if you earn less than $125,000, you get $10,000 off. And then if you earn as a couple, like a married couple, and you file jointly, earning less than $250,000, you will get your 10 grand off. As well as there's also now a payment based on income. So if you have undergraduate loans, you can cap repayment at 5% of your monthly income, where I believe before was 10%. So they're trying to make it a little bit more reasonable for people, because that has kind of been the talk. A lot of people, millennials, like my age group, why they can't move out, why they can't start a family, why they can't go get a home, because they have such a huge amount of debt. The student loan debt literally is what's causing them to make that next step. It's preventing them from making that next step. And so, this is the plan essentially that's going on. A lot of people are upset about there's a lot of mixed emotions. You have some people that, paid student loans back in the day and they feel oh, why do they get off X amount of dollars? I had to pay, all my student loans. Then you have some people that are happy about it, like me, I get this $10,000, that will wipe out the remaining pretty much amount that I have. So therefore I will be essentially debt free with student loans, and I can move on my life at the age of 26, which would be really great. But then you also have some people that are they're happy about it, but then they're also upset because they feel like the amount should be bigger. And I kind of can understand all sides. I can understand the people that went to college a long time ago and it took them forever to pay their loans back, and they're kind of why do these people get a pass? What I will say to that is that people that went to school a long time ago, or my parents' generation, either they didn't really have to pay for anything, or their loans amount were reasonable, meaning it didn't take them 100 years to pay it back. A lot of people with the amount of loans that they have now are literally going to die before they pay back. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. And then for the people that feel that are maybe upset about it, they feel maybe they went to school for to be a lawyer or a doctor, right? And they got $200,000, $300,000 worth of debt. Well, for them, $10,000 is not going to do a lot. And even some of the parents that had to take out loans, for the Parent Plus loan, it's not going to necessarily do a whole bunch for them as well. So I kind of understand all angles and all sides of where people are coming from and why people, feel a certain way. The thing is, this is how I feel about it, is I feel nobody was complaining about the stimulus checks that went out. The stimulus checks the amount of money that they gave out was more than the amount of student loan debt. So them taking off $10,000 is still not going to equate to all of the student loan debt. It's also not going to equate to the amount of money that was given to for stimulus money, which is part of the reason why no one wants to work, which is why we have a labor shortage, which is why we have a supply chain issue. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to talk about that. But I feel when it comes to student loans, there's such a big problem. There's such an issue with every little thing. And I just genuinely don't quite understand it. I feel people should be more grateful and should be happy that, and then there's other thing too, these are also the people that are complaining about it that haven't been paying. They haven't been paying during their forbearance, not because necessarily they couldn't, but because they just chose not to. They're oh, we don't have to pay, so I'm not going to pay. So it's I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where you just can't please everybody. People are always going to have something to say. And I think people got really lazy during the pandemic because people stayed home and they didn't work, or they didn't have to work, and they got all this free money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think people just not happy either way. It's either he's not doing enough or doing too little, or, you know, I don't know. And I get it from all sides. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fun Army.